Her voice trembled through the phone. Not the kind of tremble you hear when someone's sad, but the one that comes right before the truth vomits out of them. "Something's wrong," she said. I can't feel my legs." The music behind her was distant now, replaced by wind. A street, maybe, a car passing. She was outside, alone. I checked the clock, 2:04 a.m. My thumb hovered over the call timer. 2 hours and 39 minutes since she'd left the club with him, the one she said was just fun, the one whose hand had lingered too long on her waist while she laughed, and I'd pretended not to see. "Where are you?" I asked. Her breath hitched. "I don't know. Please, I can't." The line cracked, then went dead, and I just sat there, in the dark, listening to the echo of her last word, "can't." It began at the bar. Blue lights, sweat, laughter that wasn't meant for me. She'd said she needed a night out, something wild. I agreed, because I wanted to see what wild meant in her mouth. He appeared halfway through her second drink, tall, loud, careless. She smiled before she even realized she had. I watched his hand graze her back, the way her eyes flickered to me for permission she already granted herself. Every touch was a test, and I failed them all by staying calm. When the song changed, she took his hand. They danced, close, too close. I didn't move, didn't blink, didn't breathe. She kissed him like she wanted me to see it, and when they disappeared through the crowd, she didn't look back. I stayed another hour, paid the bill, left her phone location on, then went home, to wait. Waiting became its own kind of violence. I poured whiskey, one cube melting slower than my thoughts. Her dot blinked across the map on my phone, a cheap apartment 2 blocks from the club. She'd turned off her location once before. Not tonight. It was almost like she wanted me to know. I went to the bathroom, opened the cabinet, took out the small amber bottle she never noticed I'd replaced. Lubricant enhancer, she thought. Odorless, tasteless, perfectly safe, until it wasn't. Not dangerous, just truthful. A few drops into her private bottle earlier that evening, a silent confession waiting to happen. By 2 a.m., it would mix with alcohol. By 2 a.m., every nerve in her body would tell her she'd been touched too deeply. I didn't do it to hurt her. I did it to make her feel what I'd been feeling for months, numb where there should have been warmth. The call came right on time. The next morning, sunlight hit the blinds like interrogation lines. She was in the doorway, mascara carved down her cheeks, her eyes small, red, trembling. "I don't remember everything," she whispered, "but something happened." I nodded. Something always does. She flinched. "I think I don't know what he did to me. I feel sick." Her words folded over themselves like broken wings. I placed my coffee cup down, calm, controlled. "You followed him," I said. She froze. "You called me, said you couldn't feel your legs." Her lips parted. No words came, only the sound of realization, that slow, suffocating silence that fills the space between guilt and truth. "I didn't mean for it to go that far." I stood, walked to her, held her chin gently. "I know," I said, "and neither did I." Her confusion flickered, then fear. What did you do?" I smiled, a slow, tired curve of the mouth. "Nothing you didn't already agree to." She searched my face for anger. There was none left, only stillness, the kind that follows a fire after everything valuable has burned away. "I just wanted to understand," I said. What it feels like when someone takes something from you and leaves you to explain why you let them. She stumbled back, hand gripping the doorframe. You poisoned me? No. I poured her a glass of water, placed it on the table. I reminded you. Her breathing broke into sharp fragments. Reminded me of what? That loyalty isn't a promise. It's a choice. She stared at me as if seeing me for the first time. Then realization crept in. She wasn't the victim. She was the experiment. I watched her crumble, hands trembling, eyes darting between the door and me, as if escape would fix the reflection she saw now. I said nothing else. Silence finished what words couldn't. She left that afternoon, didn't pack much, didn't speak, just vanished into the daylight that didn't belong to us anymore. I cleaned the kitchen, poured the rest of the whiskey, deleted her location from my phone. The apartment felt larger now, like every lie had taken up space and finally moved out. I didn't miss her. I missed the idea that once I believed she was mine. The phone buzzed hours later, a message, one line. Why did you do it? I stared at the words, typed back slowly. Because you never asked what was missing. You just went looking for who could replace it. Then I blocked her, and for the first time in months, the silence didn't sound empty. It sounded honest. Some truths aren't meant to be spoken. They're meant to be felt, deep enough that you never forget who made you feel them.